Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Art and Outdoor Life here with John. So, I haven't been on for a week or so, and I just needed to collect my thoughts and just take a little break from video. Uh, Sometimes it's good to kind of step back for a moment and enjoy other artists and such and collect your thoughts and perspectives. So that's what I've been doing. Anyways, I apologize about the glare here. So what I'm doing here is I made my own purple out of red and blue, and I'm using a fan brush. And as you know, I'm kind of putting it on sporadically, and then I'm dipping the brush into the water, and that's to loosen up the paint and to kind of spread it around, obviously, but also, and I apologize about that, the overhead light glare. And as you know, you dry it off on a napkin here or paper towel, then it allows you to lift the paint. There's other ways of lifting the paint, obviously. But I decided to use the brushes. And I used the Payne's Gray for the small island in the background. I just wanted to play around here. And so with a dry flat brush, I'm pretty much moving the paint around, lifting, and then I'll get so much on the brush, and then I'll take the excess paint off, dip it in the water, get the clean brush again, and go back up there and just kind of move the paint around and try to lift it up to give it a sky. By the way, I hope that you guys are doing good, and I hope everyone's had a wonderful week. And so here, this is all dirty water, and I'm just wetting the bottom of the paper here, and then trying to, after I wetted it with the flat brush, I'm just trying to move some of that excess purple off there. And when I first started doing this, I'm just playing around in the front room. This is nothing, this is just for fun, for enjoyment. That's what I do. I paint for enjoyment and to help with my stress. So my original idea was just paint something like maybe on the sea and give it like a silhouette. Kind of do like a silhouette, like the mountain or the island and a boat. So I'm just going with the flow here, and this is cobalt blue. I know it's supposed to be a night scene, and I was like, well, we'll just see how this works. I mean, I'm doing it for fun anyways. And if you're painting along, feel free to add any kind of skies you want in there. You can make them gray, you can make them bright blue, you can make them orange, reddish, even some raw umber or yellow ochre, yellowish, deep yellow, whatever you want. It's fun. And add just a little mountain or island in the back on the mid left section. So again, some parts of the bottom I'm putting on some strong cobalt blue, putting it on pretty strong and dry. So then I was like, okay, so how am I going to fix this? How do I want this to work? So I'm going to use the same technique that I used on the top with the flat brush. So I dipped it in some water, kind of dried it off a little bit, but yet leaving a little bit of water on there because I did put the paint on thick. So a little bit of water in there to loosen up the paint on the paper. And that way I can kind of create little light effects inside the water there. I didn't do the squiggly lines or nothing. This is just fun, it was fun. I had a good time doing this. And to give it an idea of maybe a little trickle, little waves coming in at night or something like that. Maybe I didn't put any swells in here, but you can, just have fun with it if you're painting along. And I'm glad to be back. I really am. I just needed a break from videoing, and I had a great time watching other painters. Sometimes that and thinking about life in general, puts everything back into perspective again. Sometimes it's good to just stop for a little bit and kind of collect your thoughts, and then, you start off fresh again instead of, getting overwhelmed with all kinds of ideas, because the ideas there's no limit on the ideas, especially when your mind is going all the time, and that's what was going on with me. So with the silhouette, it's Payne's Gray. I make my own Payne's Gray. And I'm just trying to form like a silhouette of a boat. And I added more color to the island in the back, more pigment. And so I'm like, okay, let's see if we can kind of mess with the sky a little bit. So I put some more water on there to loosen it up. I wanted to see, to create some kind of clouds without using a napkin, and just by using the brush and water. So even though it's a flat brush, I wasn't worried about creating like certain kind of clouds or anything. I just wanted it to look kind of like it was nighttime, with maybe a little bit of moon glow back behind the sky. And the overhead light isn't doing any justice on the upper right hand side. And then I found a little bit of white, just a little bit, in my palette. So I was like, well, this will work fine. Just a little bit here and there. You don't even have to use white to do this. But I was like, just kind of throw it across. Then I started like, okay, well, I'll put a highlight on this island over here. And then I got kind of taken away a little bit, and I was like, maybe a little bit of light in the sky using white. But I wanted it to kind of blend. I didn't want it too white. So I just a little blending there. Again, you don't have to do that. You can just, wet the paint. You can use a paper towel if you want to. Just make a little circle, and, to get the paper back to more of the white pigment from the paper going right through the paint. But anyways, I want to wish you guys a wonderful day, a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good evening, no matter where you are and wherever you are. And thanks again for viewing, and wishing you a happy painting. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Again, I do this for a hobby. I'm not it's not my profession. It does help with stress and anxiety, and it brings out creativity. And, my goal is to encourage others to paint and, and to pass it along to other people.